Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today, we are talking about one important point of marriage matching where we generally do not focus our attention on. But before that, a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing, subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your comments and your suggestions there. Today, we are going to talk about the yogi and avayogi grahas and their importance in marriage matching. To begin with, what are yogi and avayogi grahas? If you haven't watched our videos on Panchang, please do. They'll give you in-depth detail about the yogi and avayogi graha. But for the beginners, when we talk about the yogi graha, there's something in our chart, in our Panchang. The day we are born, there's also all these 5 elements of the Panchang working, that are the Tithi, the Vara, the Karna, the Nakshatra and the Yoga. As all of us are born under a certain Nakshatra, we are also born with a certain yoga, fixed yoga in the chart. They are known as the Dainik Yogas. And all these yogas, just like the Nakshatra has a planet associated with it, all these Nakshatras have 3 planets associated with them. One is the Yogi Graha, the Avayogi Graha and the Sahayogi Graha. But here we are concerned with only 2 of them, the yogi and the avayogi. As the name suggests, the yogi graha is the one that gives us a lot of benefic effects. The avayogi graha, on the other hand, shies away or shields those benefic effects from us. So our concentration is much more on the yogi graha, the graha that is capable of bringing in prosperity and bringing in a lot of protection and good things in our lives. Now, when a person gets married, the person obviously wants to extend their good luck to the other person, the person we are getting married to, and we also want the other person to bring in his or her share of happiness and prosperity in our lives. What better to check it from than the yogi and the avayogi grahas? Now, what do? We see if the yogi graha of one person is related to the 7th house or the 7th lord of the other person. In that case, if they are so related, this person brings in prosperity to the partner's life. Conversely, if it's your avayogi graha, which is related to the 7th house or the 7th lord, the person is not capable of bringing prosperity. On the other hand, can bring in something, I don't want to term it like that, but it is written in the Shastras that can bring in certain amount of misfortune. So it's very important to see if these periods, if these planets coincide with the 7th house. I've got 2 example charts of a happy married life of people where I have seen that the yogi and the avayogi grahas have their impact. So I take up the chart of the husband. The husband was born in Siddha Yoga, where the yogi graha is Ketu and the avayogi graha is Rahu. I take up the chart of the wife, see if Jupiter, Ketu or Rahu are associated with the 7th house or the 7th lord. In this case, Ketu is not associated with the 7th house or the 7th lord, and Rahu is also not associated with the 7th house or the 7th lord. So the spouse is not going to, the spouse is not bringing in good luck, but the spouse is not, the male is not bringing in good luck, but the male is also not bringing in bad luck to the wife. Now, in the wife's chart, the yoga is Shula. The yogi graha is Jupiter and the avayogi graha is Sun. Let's take it to the husband's chart. The 7th house in the husband's chart is Cancer, and there is an exalted retrograde Jupiter sitting in the 7th house. A very strong indication that as soon as the wife enters his life, there was a lot of prosperity associated with her. And it is a true case. After 30 years of marriage, people still say that she brought in prosperity to the husband's chart. The second case. In the second case, the husband's yoga is Vishkum and Saturn is the yogi graha. In the wife's chart, Saturn happens to be sitting on the lagna. She's the one who initiates him into a lot of good things in life. Then, if we take up the yogi planet in the man's chart, it is the Siddha yoga. So Mars becomes the yogi planet here. Mars in the husband's chart is sitting in the 7th house. Generally, Mars in the 7th house, we say there's going to be a lot of fights, there are going to be a lot of disparities, can lead to separation. But here it's the yogi graha in the chart. As soon as the wife enters the house, there will be changes. She brought in. Why do we say there will be changes? Because yes, it doesn't have to wait till the Mahadasha. The Antardasha, the Pratyantar can also start, also trigger that sign of prosperity. Now, there is one thing that we must understand. Okay, the times we check into the chart and we see, yes, it's not working like that. Don't worry. Prosperity in life, as the yogas might say, there are many yogas that they are there. There's Siddha yoga, Siddhi yoga. We can have Vishkum. We can have Preeti yoga. The planet is different. Look into the chart. See who or what area of life brings you prosperity. Till we meet with you again, stay safe.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.